Alrighty, fanboys and fangirls, on today's episode, the Samsung Galaxy Note series has been officially reincarnated with the Galaxy S22 Ultra. I'm going to explain all the details because I have a follow-up to the first video I made about that. Also on today's episode, it looks like Apple has officially scrapped any plans for an OLED iPad, but are instead going in favor of mini LEDs. Let's explain that real quickly. Also on today's episode, we have an update on the M1X MacBook Pros. We now have an official time release. And lastly, Soundcore is gearing up for their next generation earbuds, and I have a quick prediction on what that earbuds they could be possibly releasing in 2 days. All that on today's episode, so stay tuned. So story number one, the main story, let's talk about the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. Now, an episode or two ago, I did a video talking about there were reports saying that the S22 Ultra was going to be the Note reincarnated. It was going to bring back everything that we have known about the Note series and basically give people a stylus and a phone. Well, it looks like that is going to be the case because according to several reliable renderers and also some past renders that we've now seen started to pop up, we can now speculate that the S22 Ultra is basically the Note 22. It is not the S22 Ultra, it is the Note Ultra at this point. And let me explain. According to the renders and according to the mock-ups, we can see that the phone is going to take the Note 20 Ultra's design in terms of that rectangular shape. We see that it has a S Pen slot, which is exactly like the Note series. It has the same screen to body ratio as the Note series, and to round it all off, the phone is rumored to have the top of the line specs with in-house performance based either on the Exynos chipset or the Snapdragon models. We're gonna have to wait and see on that. But taking a look at this rumor and then taking a look at the episode that I did previously, which you can check out by the way, it kind of reinforces everything that I have already said. It reinforces everything that I've talked about and everything that I've said that the Ultra line should have been. And now that Samsung has finally heard the audience and they've realized that they've messed up by not keeping the Note series, it's understandable why they would want to continue their success and make the Note series popular and better yet, even more reliable. And honestly, I'm with them because people love the Note series. It was the Swiss Army knife of Androids. It had the stylus, it had the screen, it had everything you wanted. So when they discontinued it in favor of the foldables, it was such a shame. So I'm really glad that Samsung has finally admitted wrong by discontinuing that line and have said, you know what, we're gonna merge it with the Ultra, but give you guys still the S series without having to make two separate lines so you can get the best of both in one model. That's a very good proposition for consumers and multitaskers that loved the Note series. Now on the flip side, there is a report that goes on top of this, that because Samsung has favored the foldables and the S series, this year's Fan Edition has been postponed and possibly canceled. Now there are two factors to this. The Flip 3 is selling unbelievably well, and also the chip shortage is still a factor in today's society. So we're gonna have to wait and see what Samsung does with their Fan Edition, but I can tell you guys from first glance, I'm very excited. I think that this is a great direction that Samsung is heading in, and it's definitely the direction that they want to head in, especially for those stylus users and end users that love the performance and really can give everything that they need. So Samsung, great job. I'm actually very impressed with this, and I hope that you do stick around with the Note series so that way we can continue and get more and better phones. Now we get that out of the way, let's switch it over to Apple. Well, a few episodes back as well that I've covered, Apple had talked to discussions of making an OLED iPad. They wanted to put OLED in their iPads to not only up the production quality in the iPads, but that they've also wanted the iPads to have the best displays around. Well, unfortunately, it looks like that the plans for an OLED iPad is just not going to be in its future, as Apple has reportedly scrapped any plans for an OLED panel iPad. Instead, they are going to continue their favor in mini LEDs that they've seen in the iPad Pros, and they're going to continue working with mini LEDs for the foreseeable future. Now, this is actually a very good positive, as mini LEDs have slowly started to get a lot better in Apple's manufacturing process. They've also seen a very reliable source to the iPad Pros with the Super Retina XDR display marketing gimmick that they've managed to come up with. But mini LEDs are relatively cheaper to produce and a lot less expensive, so it makes more sense to put mini LEDs in favor of OLED to help keep the cost down, so that way you can sell your iPads for $599 or $699 if you want to break that barrier. So this is actually very good news, but there are some people that are wondering, will we ever see an OLED panel iPad? Well, thankfully, according to several other outlets, we can expect an OLED iPad, but just not right away. We're looking around the end of 2022, 2023 iPad Pro. Those are what the reports are saying, but I'm not willing to bet my dollar on that. So we'll have to wait and see how the market sees out. But as of now, scratch any plans of an OLED iPad. And Mark Gurman has come out and said that yes, Apple is ready to go. They've got this model secured. They are manufacturing as we speak, and we are reportedly going to see this product either at the middle of this month when they have their October event, or if they're going to plan a November event and then put it on sale. According to Gurman, the iPad and the MacBook series have been a very big hit with consumers, mostly because of the M series chip, and now the M1X is going to continue that momentum. And according to Gurman himself, he claims that I keep calling the iBook. I was thinking iBook. What am I thinking? The MacBook Pro M1X chip is ready to go. They are going to release this product, and it is basically set for either this month or next month when going on sale. Now, the reason with the time frame is, again, in accordance to Apple's whole positioning of what they're going to release. On top of the MacBook Pro M1X series, we are also reported to see those AirPods that we were talking about, and then if Apple does any last minute kind of touch-ups, that's really the event to do it. So, bottom line, the M1X MacBook Pro is locked and loaded and ready to go. We just have to wait to see when Apple pulls the trigger and when these models are going to go on sale. And I'm telling you guys right now, I am so getting the 14-inch model. I love my 15-inch MacBook Pro, but according to the outlets, it seems that Apple is going to keep the performance consistent across the board for both computers. So the 14 and 16-inch will be throttled at any other speed. They will both be equal in performance. The only thing that will probably be different is probably speakers and maybe RAM configuration. So we're going to wait and see, but Apple, you got to pull that trigger soon, because I cannot wait to get my hands on this MacBook. And last story, the final story, let's talk about Soundcore for a minute. Now, as you guys know, I'm a huge fan of Soundcore. That's no secret. I've covered a lot of Soundcore products, and I'm trying to continue to do so, but things have been a little bit rough here and there, but I'll get back on my audio grind soon, hopefully soon. Well, Soundcore, as you know, have been making some strides with their earbuds with the Liberty Air 2 Pros, and have also been releasing some Life headphones, the Life Q35. But recently, on their website, they are teasing the release of a brand new earbud. Now, I can't go into too much detail as I don't want to speculate and possibly spoil what they're releasing. But according to the website, we can expect the next generation breakthrough in active noise canceling earbuds, and they have a very particular shape that is reminding me of a very similar earbud that we have seen. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that this is potentially the follow-up to the Liberty 2 Pros. Basically, everybody for months have been asking that these earbuds come equipped with active noise canceling, give us a better design, and other things that consumers have been asking. So I do think that this is going to be the follow-up to the Liberty 2 Pros, but what is it going to be called? I have no idea. But honestly, I will tell you, based on the marketing of what they're positioning, you can expect active noise canceling to be the biggest push. But if you know anything about the Liberty 2 Pros, you will know that they have a very good design and great sound quality thanks to the Astria Coaxial Acoustic Architect. I think I got that right. Let me know if I got that right, Soundcore fans, I'm sorry. But I am actually very excited for their follow-up. If this is the follow-up to the Liberty 2 Pros, I cannot wait to see and check them out. So Soundcore, if you're watching this, you know I'm going to be getting those day one. I cannot wait to check them out. So let's see what happens. They are targeted for October 7th based on the website. So when the 7th comes around, I will make the video and follow up on what they released. And that's it for today's episode of Technoid. Now guys, I really hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, hit the like button. If you disliked the video, you can hit the dislike button. That helps circulate my views as well. As always, everyone, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next episode. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Take care, stay safe, have a good day, and peace!